If you gather all the waste India produces in one day, you could turn an entire town into a waste graveyard. Here's the truth. Our waste systems were never designed for the amount of trash we produce today. But instead of facing it, we push it into rivers, onto streets, and into the lives of the people who have the least power to fight it. Welcome to the third episode of Rooting for the Grassroots. Today we'll shed light on India's waste management challenges and how our champions under the National Youth Climate Consortium are changing the long-standing pattern by mobilizing our youth. You might have heard of the beautiful hills of Kullu Manali in Himachal Pradesh. But what we often don't see is what we leave behind. Kullu town's 11 municipal wards record approximately 8 metric tons of waste every single day, while Kullu struggles to develop enough infrastructure to process this growing waste that seeps into the Beas River. Despite public outcry, the Kullu Municipal Council continues to ignore this issue, disrupting the livelihoods of the communities living in these regions. And while the Himalayas struggle under the weight of plastic, hundreds of kilometers away, another crisis is unfolding, quietly, steadily, and dangerously. In Kamaradi, Telangana, the numbers tell a different but equally urgent story. From 526 gram panchayats, the district produces over 3.8 lakh kilograms of waste every single day. With not enough education or waste management in schools and villages, it becomes essential to act on it today. And it's the young people, those closest to the crisis, who are building a climate-safe future that finally includes everyone. Meet the frontline champions making climate action at the grassroots possible.
Hello all, I'm NYCC's climate champion from Kullu, Himachal Pradesh. While doing my masters in 2023, there was a flood that occurred in Kullu. And that flood got all the waste from across, all the debris, and it was all accumulated around the river. And I was just walking across the river. I saw how much waste was all accumulated across it. And that was the turning point for me, I guess, where I chose to just step into and take more action towards the plastic waste. Then that was the main turning point for me to jump into more detailing of it and to tell more knowledge about how plastic waste can be, fatal and dangerous for our environment. I believe since youth are involved in everything, they're enthusiastic, they're more aware about what are situations occurring around, and by directly engaging with them, we think we are, directly helping the future generations to come, because they will be the stewards of our climate change, and they would be the one who would be actually taking actions. So I think it's important to engage with them. So as a part of NYCC, I would be working on plastic waste and solid waste management, typically in the Himalayan regions and the Beas River, and how the plastic waste is going to affect their lifestyle in the coming future, and how we can come up with a solution to it. Not just to engage community with telling them what kind of things can be done, but actually giving them solutions. And I recently got to know that I'm more interested in communicating about the climate actions and all that stuff, and getting this opportunity is something that I was actually waiting for or trying to find, and this would really be the stepping stone for me. I think it's important for you to engage with the policy stakeholders, because that's how things are being done in India and in all over the world. If you are aware of what policies are you getting into the table, then only you'll be knowing what are your rights and how you can use them for your benefit as well as and also for the benefit of environment. So engaging youth with the advocacy is really important in today's world, I guess. So Kullu being the hub of tourism, from the past few years, it's been more accessible through highways. And in the recent past, we have seen a lot of floods occurring, a lot of landslides occurring. Even while commuting to this location, there were all landslides on the way to my destination. So I believe development is good, but sustainable development is surely what we need in today's world.
Hello, myself Manideep. I'm an NYCC climate champion from Telangana. while I was working with Telangana State Innovations. In this short period of time, I learned that there is a much more gap in climate. So I have to scout more innovations in agriculture and climate more. I feel like youth is the future of not only India, it's about world's perspective. When I interact with some local youth or local youth leaders, I clearly know that there is no current awareness or information theoretically or practical knowledge is not there. There is much more opportunity and learnability have to be developed in youth of camaraderie. Government does many things, but we don't know it in sort of communication gap. While working at Karimnagar district officials, I learned many things under superiority of Pamela Satpathiman. She does many normal things in a better way. Outreach programs like that can bring more engagement and as well as awareness about the program. I wanna work with government stakeholders like district education officer, district youth officer, and some kind of youth in advocacy, basically. So they are more active, not only active, they are more approachable into new opportunities and new sort of gaps that they have found in their own way. So it's a kind of new learning for me, thematically or specifically, choosing one thing and solving it step by step and shifting to or converting that thing to different things I have more interested into. And I'm also interested to connect with not only Telangana advocacy or stakeholders.
My work revolves around thematics like waste segregation, waste management, single-use plastic reduction, climate change, global warming, and sustainable lifestyles, using practical and participatory approaches and campaigns. Looking at waste problems. To tackle this, I focus on behavioral change through youth-led awareness, showing how waste segregation, reduction at source, and daily choices can significantly cut this footprint over time.
Aparna's work has already strengthened youth awareness, improved local understanding of plastic pollution by 34%, built partnerships across government and civil society, set the stage for long-term river protection in the Himalayas. She's now set to complete water quality sampling and analysis, develop a youth-led action plan, and share the findings with schools, municipality, and state pollution control board to strengthen community-driven environmental management. And in Telangana, Manideep is mobilizing students, colleges, and even district-level institutions to rethink waste and build a culture of everyday environmental responsibilities. How? By empowering youth with climate clubs to drive collective action for waste issues.
Getting this opportunity is something that I was actually, waiting for or trying to find. And this would really, be the stepping stone for me for my future endeavors.
Coming to a broader line, NYCC comes around grassroots youth-led organization. So I feel like I'm lucky to select here.
Stay tuned for more stories from champions transforming India from the ground up, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. We are rooting for the grassroots. Are you?